Hello everybody, I'm Krasi and I will be looking at the week to come starting on 15th of March. This week is also very interesting because if you remember approximately a month ago, I explained to you about the astronomical new year according to the Sumerians, which is the culture, uh, the most ancient culture as far as we can know and get, according to the calendar of the Sumerians, last month around this day today, we had the appearance of the first lunar crescent around the point of the vernal equinox before the sun entered this point of the vernal equinox for the northern hemisphere. For the southern hemisphere, this will be the fall, the autumn equinox. So this was according to the Sumerians, but then the Babylonians, the Akkadians, which is the next civilization which took over the land of Mesopotamia, the land of the two rivers where we have now the contemporary Iraq, Iran, Syria. So according to the Babylonians, today, this evening, with the appearance of the new of the moon, the lunar crescent, we will be having the new year. Why is this? Because the moon will appear around the point of the vernal, the spring equinox. So, but after the sun entered this area. So you see, it is another very important day. It is up to you to choose which day is more important, which calendar you apply to your needs, maybe. I personally like to go as far as I can go in the past. So I personally respected the Sumerian tradition, but yes, today, according to the Babylonian tradition, it's the New Year's Day. And this is also when they would have the festival Akitu. Both cultures would have the festival Akitu, Sumerians and Babylonians. And they would look at the sky and they would look at the moon, and whatever the moon would tell them, this would be the sign on how the whole year to come will look like, or at least the period until the other equinox, which will be the fall, the autumn equinox for the northern hemisphere. So yes, very important day. This evening, take a look at the moon, make your wish, see what you like to live in the next new year and what you like to obtain in the coming year. This is great important day. Make your small wish and small meditation and to try to manifest things that you like to reach. Yes, so this is also, this day is so powerful that this is the day when you have the sun on its throne, so to say, for our era. So also this will be the day, this evening, when I'll be making the solar talismans, which are exactly this. The talismans appropriate for new beginnings, for leaving the old and living and starting to live in the new, having your new beginnings. So you can take a look at my talismans as well. So I will be looking now at the week to come. I will just tell you about briefly about the most important astrological configurations on the sky, and after that we'll be looking at the week day by day. So 15th of March, well, we'll be still having invisible Venus. Let me tell you, for those of you who want to do new initiatives related to, well, even new relationships may not end up in successfully, because Venus needs to be there if we want to have good, well, Venus is supporting money, love. So in these areas, we may need to wait a bit until she appears if we want to have important new beginnings. Mercury and Venus together are in Aquarius, very powerful, very beautiful in terms from spiritual perspective. Blessing for your awakening, receiving knowledge, because Venus is having the beautiful principle manifestation of Ereshkigal, the goddess of the netherworld, which gives us protection and a lot of knowledge. Also in this very moment, as we speak, for the whole world already, Jupiter is visible, but he's still in Capricorn. But at least we have Jupiter, Saturn, which are trined by Mars, this is better than while we had these very tense, very difficult periods when Mars was squaring them. Still, we have Mars in Taurus, and this week he will pass through the very powerful royal star of Debaran, and he will create some disharmonies on markets, people's finances, love life. There will be a bit of a disharmony, so to say. And yes, it is the most important month for you to experience new energies, well, this is the real beginning of the spring, I believe. And still, these three invisible planets, Saturn, Mercury, Venus, would say that still the things are not on the usual path. We need to be patient. We cannot do new beginnings like I'm telling you, but we can though declare what we want to do during the year. On this day 14th, we want to state our intention, form our good intention for good health, for support from the spirit world, for a blessing. So we can do actually many good things, but not new businesses. Also during this week, you can, well, to travel, I don't think that it's so dangerous, but there is a square between Mars and Mercury, so avoid negotiations. And when you want to travel, really prepare very well and avoid risky, avoid risky situations and conflicts. And if you feel that you are too emotional and you feel that there is a risk that you are too emotionally, yes, apply your intuition and diplomacy. Square between Mars and Venus we have, and this is valid for the whole Earth. And now let's see what is happening on 15th of March, which is the 29th lunar day. What is happening is that the day is ruled by the moon, visible beautifully in Pisces. It's a day about compassion, spiritual practices, stating your intention, like I told you. It is day ruled by the moon, and the moon is forming beautiful sextile between Saturn and Jupiter, a day of knowledge, doing your disciplining yourself or organizing your businesses. It's very good for organizing your work, your businesses. Also for putting in, for bringing harmony in your emotions, because the moon is sextiling also Mars. So actually it's a good day. This will be Monday, ruled by the moon. If you welcome the sun, and you need to have also the conscious that the day is ruled by the moon. So the color that will rule the day would be white, or even green, or light blue, and the gemstones could be moonstone, pearls, larimar. It is already good that you have the understanding, the consciousness that the moon is ruling the day, and the moon is what our mind, spirituality, family, all these things are very important. Also intuition. So yes, when you drive and travel, be careful, but I don't see any medical interventions you may do, if not really very, very invasive. And what else to tell you? Yeah, actually this was the thing. And then let's look at Tuesday, which is the 16th of March, first lunar day. Actually, I made a mistake. This is the second lunar day. Apologies. This is the second lunar day. The first lunar day was on Monday. So this is the second lunar day. And then what is happening is the day is ruled by Mars. If you welcome the sun, you imagine Mars, you imagine your aura. If you need to gain energy, if you feel that you will have lack of energy, imagine Mars is ruling the day. Red around you, wear coral, wear red garnet, let's say. You may travel. You may help others, you may do spiritual work, you may educate yourself. Yeah, medical interventions you can do on this day. And then Wednesday will be the third lunar day, and then the moon, it will be 17th of March. The moon is in a very, actually Saturn is preparing already for becoming visible too. So see, life will slowly become more active, not that if we had the feeling that the time has stopped on and we need the life to get back to normal, it is going there slowly, especially in 7 days when also Saturn becomes visible. It will be there. So yes, the moon is in these degrees of when we can share our knowledge with others, when we have also when we can do sport, or we can do any activities which will maintain our energy. This is also day ruled by, we can travel, negotiate, not really, but we can travel, medical interventions, you may do, if not invasive. I say this because the moon is waxing and this can become too strong. The day is ruled by Mercury, so if you welcome the sun, imagine around yourself green or light yellow, lemon yellow, and then you can wear emerald. Seems like a good day. Not, well, yes, you can just, when you're preparing to travel, make sure that you really organize everything very well, but it doesn't seem to be dangerous. And then we have 18th of March, which is Thursday, and then the moon is in these degrees, which are, well, again, quite martial, but they will give us good energy to, yeah, you can do sport activities, you can do meditation, you can share your knowledge with others. We may need to be careful a bit with our speech on this day. If you travel, make sure that you prepare very well. Medical interventions, I said, carefully, because here we have one big square on the sky. I would rather avoid on this day medical interventions. The Thursday, Jupiter is ruling the day, so if you're welcoming the sun, imagine around yourselves the aura of yellow, orange, and then the color could be either citrine or yellow, sapphire, or untreated, of course. So yes, you can travel, you can do medical intervention. No, medical interventions, not, excuse me, you can travel, you can study, you can share your knowledge with others, you can do sport activities, or yeah, would be very, very appropriate. And then we have 19th of March, Friday, the moon is conjoined Algol. Not for everyone these degrees are good. So, and it's approaching Mars. Be careful on this day, how you communicate with people, not to put yourself into any well, difficult, risky situation. You also to travel, be careful. And this is also valid for Saturday. Medical interventions I wouldn't advise on this day. If you travel, just be careful. Saturday will be a little bit more to be careful on Saturday. But Friday, well, yes, the moon in Algol, especially be careful on how you communicate with people, how you address them. Don't get involved into any risky situation. Financially, you can organize your day well. Also, in terms of beauty and beauty procedures, if they're not invasive, you can do. Friday is ruled by Venus. You welcome the sun. You imagine around yourselves pink or even light blue, and the gemstones could be pink, quartz, even diamond, clean white or pink diamonds can work, can do. And then we have Saturday, I told you, this is 20th of March. Here we need to be cautious. Exact conjoined moon Mars. This will have crazy impact on the markets, but also on this day we need to be careful. Really, how we communicate with people, not to get involved into risky situations. We need to be careful what financial decisions we take. This is about this day, Saturday. Medical interventions, I would be careful. Beauty also, I would be careful. How you travel. This is a day when you can just take some rest. It's Saturday anyway. Saturn is ruling the day, so you welcome the sun. Imagine around yourselves amethyst color or dark blue, and such could be the stones, dark sapphire or amethyst. And then we have Sunday, 21st of March. The moon is exactly trining Jupiter. This is very good already, very philosophical, financially also good, because we have their financial star, very good. So if you have any financial operation to complete, this could be a very interesting day. And then also on this day, well, yes, you can travel, you can do beauty procedures, medical, if they're not invasive. And then the sun is ruling the day. Welcome the sun and imagine around yourself the solar aura of orange, yellow, garnets, rubies you can wear on this day. Yeah, this is about Sunday, the day of the sun. I see this as a very interesting day. Financially too, can be very benevolent for financial operations. And yes, only 3 days before Saturn becomes visible, and Saturn will become visible somewhere next week. But he is already quite actively present in our lives, which actually is better than to have him invisible. So I hope this was useful. This was my week. Don't forget to make a wish this evening, and see you soon.